Architecture in Chicago After the Great Fire by Tim Herman and Joe Hinrer. The Chicago fire destroyed practically all of the city, killed 1% of the population, and left thousands of citizens homeless.
The U.S. Army took control of the city under orders of President Ulysses S. Grant, putting it under martial law. Grant himself sent $1,000 of his own money to help the reconstruction.
To better prevent future fires as bad as the Great Fire, builders used metals, concretes, and more glass in buildings. All were non-flammable, stronger materials than wood. Steel was used in the 1880s, and plate glass was later used in the 1890s.
Often called the first modern skyscraper, the home insurance building stood 10 stories, 138 feet. It was designed by William LeBaron Jenney in 1885. Later on, 2 additional floors were added to make it 180 feet. It was demolished in 1931 and had a life of only 47 years.
A historic Chicago landmark, the Rookery, was built in 1888. It stood 12 stories tall in the Chicago Loop area and was designed by John Wellborn Root and Daniel Burnham of Burnham and Root. It is currently worth $73 million and is a national landmark.
Holy Name Cathedral was designed by Patrick Charles Keeley, H.J. Slacks, Charles Murphy, and Joseph McCarthy. It has a Gothic-style design with a ceiling 150 feet tall and spires that reach 210 feet. It can seat 2,000.
The Montauk Building was designed by Root and Burnham, the same architects that designed the Home Insurance Building. It was built in 1882 and was the first high-steel building in Chicago, standing at 10 stories tall. It was demolished in 1965.
The Reliance Building was built in 1890 and finished in 1895. It was the first skyscraper to have plate glass. The building was designed by Charles B. Atwood, who was an employee of Burnham and Root, architectural firm. The basement and ground floor were designed by John Wellborn Root. It stood 14 stories high.
From the ashes of old Chicago, a new age of architecture was born. By its birth, Chicago, America, and the world have been changed.